Hello everybody, this is Rampage and Mr. B.
Hey everyone, how you doing tonight?
We are back on the Mindfair server. We are going to build more stuff in the hole.
Rampage is back, I'm not yet.
Oh yeah, Mr. B has things to do before he can start playing video games.
Like plug my computer in.
Yeah, and Igamer has received DK's boxes of
DK sent him
mysterious
boxes?
items. Yeah, he sent him something last stream.
During the stream?
Uh-huh. So now we'll get to figure out what DK sent him. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and undeafen.
I wouldn't necessarily call them a major problem, but there's definitely plenty of them. But they're all the same SPF, and I assume they all do the same thing.
Yeah.
One seems to be more lotion than the other, though.
What?
Yeah.
You got sunscreen?
Chris sent me 5 bottles of sunscreen from Amazon. He sent me 5 bottles of Bullfrog sunscreen.
I sent
From
him the
the-
quick gel and the non-quick gel.
The debate we had forever ago about what the correct sunscreen is.
Oh yeah.
So, I'm gonna come home from school on Tuesday. My parents are gonna be like, "Why do you have 5 bottles of sunscreen from a brand I've never heard of?" And I'm going to have to explain that my 30-something-year-old online friend thought it would be funny to send me 5 bottles of sunscreen. That's gonna be an interesting conversation.
I mean,
But I'm sure it'll come in handy for summer camp this summer. So, thank you very much. And I like the gift bags. I will definitely use them for something. All right, I'm gonna. Let's see.
Now you have the correct suntan lotion. So
I
now
do
know what I'm
now.
talking about.
And I don't think I'm gonna need any more for quite a while. Okay. Gift bags in here. This has been a weird start to a stream. Unboxing suntan lotion with iGamer live.
Yeah. You know, that joke had such a long period of time for the
It
actual
did.
payoff.
You know, it really, really did. But as soon as I opened it and saw the thing, I was like, okay, now I get it. Now I remember this conversation. I totally forgot we had this conversation until I opened this box.
Yeah, I forgot
But
about
now
that
I remember, so
conversation.
thanks for the reminder. I appreciated that. That was a fun Sunday night opening. All right. 1 cup of coffee down, 5 bottles of sunscreen opened. Let's jump into the live stream. Okay. Wow. That was entertaining. that was good. I appreciate that. That's fun. I love it. All right. So, yeah, what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to debug stick these glass panes so that they're not all sticking out.
So DK, is this where we start building?
Yeah, I was in Apricot Bees and I immediately got murdered.
Oh, fair. Yeah, there are a few friends over there.
Interesting.
And now I have to take all the world and put it back into RAM and cache. Because I think I lost all my cache by switching operating systems.
Oh no.
I'm dealing with that momentary everything is sad and depressed
That's a shame.
until you do the fly around and you fix all of it. Yeah, Saturday was really interesting because in the middle of my shift, my computer restarted to install Windows 11.
Nice.
So I immediately pulled out my laptop so I could go back to work immediately because I have a thing that remotes into my work from on my laptop.
Yeah, I have that on my computer too. On my school computer, I have something that can remote into my personal one. And vice versa.
Normally, I don't have my laptop in my room, but Saturday I did because I had some previous computer problems that
I mean, where
made
would
me
it have
wanna
been
keep up.
otherwise? Just somewhere else in your house?
I usually kept it in the game room.
Okay. All right. So last week I finished my gold farm. So I know you guys are finishing up apricot bees, and my goal is to make a piglet farm today. Not like a farm, I guess, like a piglin trading farm, so to speak.
I'm
Mr.
not
B,
building
are
a
you back
farm.
home now
I'm-
with
I'm-
no bad hotel Wi-Fi?
Yeah, he is back. Right now
That's good.
Right now he's doing the stuff.
Nyeh.
But he is
So he
back.
came on to say, "Oh, DK got your sunscreen," and then left.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
you see, now Mr. B knows everything's okay because you have the correct suntan lotion.
This is true.
And this is from someone who's incredibly fair-skinned, with blue eyes and blonde hair.
Very well.
And the joke there is I don't tan, I just burn. I become Lobster Man.
I do a mix of both. If I don't wear sunscreen appropriately, I definitely burn. If I wear it semi-appropriately, then I will tan nicely.
Fine,
You
using
know-
the wrong suntan lotion is the equivalent of not wearing suntan lotion.
This is true. All right. So let's get going on this piglet farm here.
But it's not a farm. It's just a farm.
Well, it's not a farm to kill them. It's a farm to trade with them.
So you are building your own capitalistic empire. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, something like that.
makes perfect sense to me.
So, DK, what are we starting with?
So I need you to pick a nice floor type for the ground.
DK, that's a lot of effort.
What's up?
You can't just make me choose like this.
Oh, I like what kind of floor type would you like?
Floor type or block?
Also, Rampage, I love how you messaged me at like midnight last night after I had messaged you like 3 hours before, and I
Yeah.
was surprised to hear that I was no longer available.
I mean, that's the capital D colon emote.
That's alright. I'm just gonna like keep
Sorry,
Igamer
which
stream up so I can like
which-
spy on it.
That is the
which
that is,
emote is that?
that is
You-
capital D colon.
Also, Rampage, you seem more distant than normal.
Yes, it's hard to hear you. Which is why I need you to tell me what
No.
the heck that emote is again. Because I couldn't hear you.
Well, it's like your direction mic is pointed away from you. If that makes sense.
Is this a bit better?
Much.
Much? Okay.
A little better.
At least for
Yeah.
my end, it's better.
Hmm.
Also, DK, Rampage has been educating me on Twitch emotes.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Okay, so
Because
Igamer,
apparently I don't-
that is the capital D colon.
Capital B colon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why? It does not look like a capital B with a colon.
Capital D colon.
Oh, capital D. That makes more sense.
Obviously that's for a colonoscopy.
Yes,
What?
of course.
What? What?
Does Rampage even know what's involved with that?
I mean, I've heard that word before, but I don't know what it means.
Good.
It's how they check to make sure there's nothing wrong with the end of your digestive system.
Yes.
It can be quite unpleasant.
Let's just say it's education you should be getting off of stream. Alright, so I need 2 chests, one hopper. I need some chests. Need hoppers, but of course I never have any of those. Let's head to the gold farm.
So, let's see. Do we want to go with andesite? Do we want to go I think with the material skull?
Well,
wanna
like,
say
what's our goal
oyster.
here? VK,
Mhm.
what do we want this to look like? Do we want it to look like a mine?
You know what? I
Do we
have a
want it
better
to-
idea. We're gonna go with scaffolding. You talked me into it.
Okay. DK, the real question is, do we have enough bamboo?
I think we took care of that.
DK, we have enough to start. Come on,
Do you
come
guys
up here.
happen to have any spare iron?
DK. Why would we have iron?
I don't know.
You
Why wouldn't you?
actually, I have more
I'm
money
pretty sure
than
we
you. I
went
was gonna say
through
you have more
most
money
of
than
our
me, but-
iron.
Yeah,
we
as
went
have I.
through
That's
most of-
why I was asking.
I used up a lot, almost like 70% of our entire iron stocks that were left over making armor. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not
Rampage, I'm
surprised.
concerned about our scaffolding. And I say that sarcastically.
I can get more.
But is more the correct answer?
Yes. There is never a time where more is not the correct answer.
I have a little bit of raw iron, but I don't know if it's significant enough to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. I have 8 raw iron if that would assist you in whatever you're trying to do, Igamer.
I kind of got what I needed from shop already. Thank you, though.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. I now have.
So, DK, what are, is this like are we like bringing this from like all the way over here to all the way over here? Are we making
Oh no,
it
we're
just a
going
bridge
straight
again?
forward. We're going
So
straight
it's just
forward.
another bridge.
Yeah.
Alright.
And actually, we're gonna go all the way into the wall, and then we're gonna mine it out, and then we're gonna have to like.
DK, can you put a cobblestone right here? No, not in the hall. We need it. We need the scaffolding needs a block to be on.
Oh, I chests just randomly.
Why is this one more secure? Ah. Alright. So where is the end, DK? Where is
All the way into the wall through the
So into the
through the-
water.
yeah, we're gonna actually cut the wall right there, and I believe there's the ocean there, and then we're gonna dome it up. We're gonna take inspiration from our good friend Igamer.
Hmm.
By the way, I think I've decided I'm not going to cover things with glass.
Oh,
So, not a full dome, just a partial dome, more like arches.
so more of an artistic dome.
Yeah, so like right now I just have some arches covering the thing and meeting in the middle. And I don't think I want to fill in between them all the way with glass. I think I'm just going to keep some arches. Just as some decoration, you know?
Gotcha. Yeah, I put all this andesite down, and immediately I find tons and tons of diorite. Makes Chris sad.
Okay, your bridge is made now. Almost. That's sad. Can I...
No, that's not the right way.
There. Yeah. Okay, your bridge is done now.
Nice. Now we just need to cut through and start making the glass.
I will say though, the water has kind of attacked the bridge.
How bad is it? Oof. That's okay. We're gonna dome that up.
I mean, we should be able to just...
Yeah.
And now it should go away. Almost.
Do we such spawner shop?
Yeah.
Piglins. Do we have piglins? With the zombified version. No, we don't have the regular version. So I gotta use the old-fashioned one. Igamer loves doing things the old-fashioned way.
You know, the more you use that voice, I just hear Poppy going, "I'm Poppy, I'm Poppy, I'm Poppy, I'm Poppy."
Woot.
Y'all
What's
remember that?
from again?
That's from Poppy.
I don't.
She sung songs on YouTube, and she had like albums and stuff.
Oh.
I don't know how more specific I could be.
I don't know. I just don't remember that. I was, I guess, non-existent on YouTube at the time. How long ago
think-
was that a thing?
I think she's still a thing.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, there we go.
But I still remember when like kids reacted to Poppy, and then Poppy reacted to kids react to Poppy, and then the kids then the kids reacted to Poppy reacting to the kids reacting to Poppy, and then Poppy react anyway.
That sounds like
That,
it's
that,
very...
that goes too far. Okay.
That sounds very productive for all parties.
The kids were slightly creeped out.
I mean, if somebody just walks around going, "I am Poppy," then that I could see that being kind of creepy.
Oh, some of her stuff was a little creepy, suggesting. There were a lot of references to how like studios control their talent And so like
I mean,
there was some of her stuff was legitimately criticism to how studios control talent.
okay.
And so they had a bunch of things where uh where Poppy was obviously selling out, and there were suits that were speaking but no one could understand what they were saying. There's all these kind of like things like there was all these kind of criticisms to society inside that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So some of it was a little weird, but it was weird because it was trying to make references to things.
Mhm.
So, how are we making the rest of this?
We're continuing forward, digging a hole, which I believe the ocean's on the other side of this wall, and
Well, more
we're
a
gonna.
cave than the ocean.
I was planning on placing a glass dome, essentially,
That's my thing.
so people can explore the underwater city, if that makes sense.
Oh, are we building an underwater city? That'd be pretty neat.
That's what I
We're
built.
we're kind of building an underwater like.
You are dying.
You remember the? Yeah, I'm drowning. I'm dying, Chris. You know that so the Dallas World Zoo, which is not
Oh
a
yeah,
zoo,
this conversation.
um, has a hallway with where you walk through this glass tube, and there's sharks completely around. I wanted to kind of do something like that, but a little bit bigger. So like I was gonna have an underwater zoo, if you will.
Okay.
That's really kind of what I built.
Mr. B is back.
Hey, I'm gonna
Welcome
do
back,
something
Mr.
with the
B.
sound here. Tell me if this is different.
I think this means I have to talk, so I'm now going to talk.
Well,
So.
Rampage sounds better than you right now, Mr. B.
Oh, okay.
In fact, Rampage, you sound a lot better.
Oh,
Like
really?
you've now I have to take you down from
Okay,
200%.
don't do that though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had to up you all the way to 200% so I could hear you.
So am I should be quieter now. Is it to the point that it's bad?
No.
No. Okay.
So is this?
Am I still good volume?
Yes.
Yeah, no, your volume is great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I still
I'm
good
also
volume?
less concerned now.
How about now?
Hello?
Ooh, yeah.
You're actually really good right now, Mr. B.
Yeah.
How about now?
What are we messing with new mics?
Yeah.
You're less intense,
Yeah.
but I can still hear you just fine. What? That was the Rampage panic sound. Why is Rampage panic?
Am I still good volume?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You've dropped down now, and you're becoming a little bit more wavy.
Wavy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
What does wavy mean?
I don't know what he's talking about.
It's where you go from like high quality to a lower bit rate.
Oh yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
Is that happening for you as well, Igamer?
I mean, you are fluctuating.
Igamer noticed it more after I said something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really care because I know even my audio does that. But yeah.
Well, I mean,
There's some fluctuation in the Rampage audio.
weird.
Like, the setting you were at before was better.
So this was better.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is good.
This is good. Okay.
The fluctuation is so minor at this level.
Really? Huh.
Mhm.
That's weird to me. Huh.
Now we have our safety rail.
Our safety
So that-
rail?
So OSHA doesn't like, so an OSHA manual doesn't like violently explode.
But DK, there's no safety
Mhm.
rail.
Not yet.
But I feel like this is where we need a safety rail more, because this is thinner. Wait, do I need to go get a bunch of glass?
Actually, yeah, you need to get a bunch of glass.
Has Igamer made it so we can buy glass?
I don't remember.
Igamer has not made it so we can buy glass.
Sad,
Gamer
sorry.
prefers Rampage to suffer extensively. I actually went to go see a movie after work Saturday.
That was nice. What movie did you go see?
I took my mom to go see Doctor Strange
Okay.
and the Multiverse of Madness or whatever.
Okay.
What?
How was it?
I loved it.
That's good.
I think I actually liked it more than the first Doctor Strange movie.
Okay.
I would recommend watching WandaVision before you watch that.
Okay.
The other stuff isn't really necessary, but WandaVision is the most influenced.
Gotcha.
Like this definitely is takes place after those events.
No, I get it.
Oh, I was trying to teleport home to go back to the quarry. The quarry is not home, Chris. That's not how that works.
That's annoying.
What's annoying?
I want to buy an oak log, but my inventory is full, even though I only have one oak log, and I could totally just put it on that. But I have to throw
it just
something
dumps it
out.
on the floor, doesn't it?
Nope, doesn't let me buy it. I had to throw something out to have an empty inventory spot so that it could just use the spot that the oak log was already taking up.
Can one of you do me a favor?
Depends.
Can you come babysit my piglin while I go get some name tags? So it doesn't despawn. Because I have 3 piglins here that I want for my trading thing. But I don't want them to despawn.
So you want me to stand there?
Well, I just teleport home real quick and grab name tags and then come right back.
I can do that.
Thank you, Chris.
Though you have to accept my teleport
Yep,
request.
I just did.
And I will just stand here and stare at them.
I stare at
Lovely.
them
I'll
aggressively.
return in just a moment. Just be careful. They are quite hostile. Now I just have to hope I have name tags.
I think we have some name tags if you don't have any.
I should have some somewhere. I just have to.
Can't you buy name tags?
I forgot to add them when I re-updated the shop. So, my bad. My bad. I made a mistake. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
How
do
could you, Igamer? How could you?
I'm sorry. I did it bad. I did it very bad. And I can't find my name tags. I had some somewhere, but now they're gone. This is bad. I'm a very disorganized man. I have to sweep tonight. I have to write a paper tonight. I have too much stuff to do tonight.
Well, why?
Well, procrastination on the paper.
I don't think you've met like DK levels of procrastination.
No, I very well might have.
So you start working on the paper the morning the paper is due.
Oh yes, no, I've definitely done that.
Okay.
Do you happen to have name tags?
Check our house and go into DK's Curious or Curious.
So,
If
I
we
should
have
go to
any of those.
I should go to spawn, and then I should go over to the house by the lighthouse.
First
And,
try. I spelled shop on the first try, for
Secret
sure.
base. Oh, Rampage is here. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
wow.
doubt that for some reason, Rampage.
No, you can check. I did it on the first try. Totally.
Ooh, name tags. You still have way too many saddles.
No, we don't have enough.
All right.
I need to get some more.
I have some for you if you want.
Ah.
Okay, thank you for babysitting, DK. I very much appreciate it.
Did we have name tags in there for you?
Yeah, you did. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
I will repay you
Ah. I
eventually.
have to spend so much money on glass. Ah.
Hey, this guy gave me 10 quartz. This is literally the only reason I'm setting this up as quartz.
You sound so sad. You sound...
I literally just said depression. I need too much quartz. It's not okay.
I'm doing a bit, but I don't think the person knows what I'm talking about.
Lol.
What is this?
So I said, hello, welcome to City 17. It's better here. If you're new to City 17 or being transferred from some far-off place to here, welcome.
He's
I've
one
heard-
of Polar's friends. He was on the original.
I've
server.
heard this before from you, DK, but I don't remember where. You've
It's
said
from
Same
the,
thing. I've heard this before as well, but I also forget from where.
Well, I only
City
heard it
17
from
is
DK.
the hint. It's a Half-Life 2. At the beginning of the game,
Got it.
Breen, the administrator, is on this giant video screen saying, "Welcome to City 17. It's better here." And of course, as you just enter the city, someone is trying to bring their luggage, and a security officer is beating him with a baton and telling him he can't take his luggage with him.
As is customary in City 17.
But it's better there.
Of
Yeah.
course. All right, so I'm currently working on my piglin trading thing.
I think I bought Mr. B Half-Life 2. I don't remember it. I might just like buy like Half-Life 2 for Rampage so that he can remember, so he'll have like a knowledge point for some of my other Half-Life
Haven't you
references.
bought me Half-Life?
I probably have.
I think
believe
he
you
did.
did.
I think he did.
I believe I've still yet to play it.
I just find it funny that Portal 1 is a Half-Life 2 mod. Or is basically a Half-Life 2 mod. And you can find traces of that in Portal 1.
What do you mean?
You can spawn in NPCs from Half-Life 2. You can spawn in the hoverboat from Half-Life 2.
Why?
Because they
Built
took a
in the
bunch
same
of code and then went bonk and put it in Portal 1. And they never cleaned it up.
I want you to know there is Dota code in the Half-Life 2 engine.
Rampage
The
is
way
confused by that.
so to understand the game making tools for Source as a way of showing examples includes game code from other games made by Valve.
Gotcha.
And some of these are like meant to be used as references so that you can kind of like look at the behaviors and stuff and make your own things from it. But some people make references to those resources and thus have to provide they have to actually put those resources in the game because they'll make a reference to say material or something.
Okay.
So they'll just include all those objects, right?
Gotcha.
So like it's so bad. Like the Source engine will have references to like Dota
Oh boy.
Yeah, I just find it
because
funny.
Dota also uses the Source engine.
I just find it funny because in Portal 1, you know that first room with the relaxation chamber?
Mm-hmm.
You can use the hoverboat to clip out of the room. And so for a while, because it's technically the command to spawn in the hoverboat is not under the Portal 1's cheats commands. It was for a while allowed to do that on the official speedrun.
Wow.
And then they were like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do this. And then it became its own separate category.
That's funny.
Time to expose those, I'm assuming the airboat was left in there just as a reference to vehicles.
I don't know, because it doesn't even work. Like its main function doesn't work in Portal, but you can still get in it, and I think it moves. I'm not sure if it moves. But
I assume the gun might not work.
I assume baby piglins grow up, right?
Maybe, I don't know. I've never seen that happen.
Google time.
Google.
Do baby piglins never grow up?
Nice.
I love how when you look up do baby piglins, the first question that Google spits back at you is grow up. It's like Google knows what I'm about to ask.
Google knows everything.
Google knows everything. Glad we share the same opinion about Google.
I mean, they listen in on everything. They know exactly what you're thinking.
Google knows everything as long as everything isn't a meme.
It's true.
If it's a meme, then it doesn't matter what you look up. It's going to be misdirected to the meme.
That's true.
It's why I don't always use Google because often enough I'll get trapped into some sort of weird like meme trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I'm serious. I'm trying to find this information. Meme.
Memes.
That's where you just go. That's where you just set a different search engine as your default. You won't be exposed to the memes accidentally.
All right. Well, I will be right back. I do have to go use the restroom, so you will excuse me for a moment, yeah?
We will try.
I will block myself. Pigman, beep it. There we go. Okay. I will block myself up here, mute my mic, and I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay.
This was the last anyone saw of Igamer.
2003_YT. Full name. Full name is required.
Valid. Narrators always need to use full names.
Yes.
It's customary. Okay, I'll be right back.
I'm just casually making glass with my, I think, 10 furnaces is what I have. I think that's the right number.
You probably should have made some arc furnaces.
A lot more effort.
I need to actually make some signs.
You need signs?
Yeah, I need a elevator up, elevator down.
I mean, if someone walks in it and they go to the roof, or if they go to the floor, they'll know.
It's not usually what you would want to have happen.
Like, just get in it, and then it'll be one of the two. Just walk in the other next time. We've been using dark oak. Yeah, we've been using dark oak signs so far. If you want to keep that up, use
No,
dark oak.
no. Not if I want something readable from a user's perspective.
What? What do you mean you can't read dark oak signs? Okay, I see what you mean. It's a bit dark. Like it's black on brown. But I mean, it's still readable. Especially if you like dyed it. You know, it's funny, this isn't gonna be enough glass, and I know that it's not gonna be enough glass, but...
Oh, I guess this is too close to the city.
What's too close to the city?
My tree was too close to the city.
What?
The city claimed my tree.
Wait, so you planted a tree and then it was claimed by the city?
AKA the tree that I decided to cut was not of my trees. It was over by the city. It's funny, is you know all the references
Yeah.
I'm doing?
At least I think I do.
I'm pretty sure you do.
I have acquired, I think, 10 stacks of glass, if I didn't do my math wrong, which is quite possible. Yeah, I have 10. I have given you...
Don't throw them at me. I'm crafting things.
That's funny. I only gave you 6 stacks.
I don't have that.
Oh, wait. I picked some
Can you
up.
hold on to this for just a moment?
Here, let me give you the logs you threw out. Your inventory is full, DK.
I know.
Why is your inventory full?
My inventory was already full, and then someone went crazy with glass.
I don't know what you could be talking about. Who would do something like that? Down only. Oh, I'm going up! And I'm not even flying! I have broken the rules, DK. I have broken... Can I go down here? I cannot go down. But I can go up the down. Minecraft isn't too happy about that and some weird stuff. Also, DK, I am actively starving, and I have 0 food.
Food is being delivered to you by elevator.
Cookie.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Sorry, I had to work my way through a pitch black bathroom.
Why?
Because the lights went out in the bathroom last week, and I guess they're not that important to my school because they still have yet to be fixed.
What?
So, there's one dim light above each shower stall, but other than that, other than that, the bathroom is pitch black dark. So at night, you have to use a flashlight in the bathroom because there's no natural light that comes through the window. It's dark outside. Yeah,
Sounds fun.
I'm having the best time. I'm so happy to be moving out on Tuesday.
You know, it's really great here. I just can't wait to not be here anymore.
Yeah, no, that really is it though. That do be how it be sometimes.
I'm adding things to Rampage's trash can.
Nice.
I have a few more things you could add. I mean, there's that.
When does Rampage not have things that need to go in his trash can?
I don't know.
I think the answer is never. I think it's the appropriate answer.
Fair.
Rampage, are you available late tonight if I want you for procrastination?
Okay, define late. Because your late is much earlier than my late.
Like 11:30, midnight.
My time or yours?
My time.
Maybe.
Okay,
Depends on if my mother steals me.
understood. It is Mother's Day after all. I have a feeling that Rampage forgot.
No, I did not forget.
Oh, good job.
I don't think Rampage was allowed to forget.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm not allowed to forget either, so it's fine. So Igamer went to the store before driving back
DK,
to college
do
today
we have to double layer this?
and got his mom flour and balloons, and cards, and nice things.
Yeah.
Flowers
You know, my mom
or
told-
flowers.
What?
Flower or flowers?
Flowers.
Okay, you said flower. So it was
I
like,
did not. Or at least I don't think I did.
did you bring your mother a bag of flour for a, bake me a cake kind of situation?
No. I went and got a nice vase of flowers from Stop and Shop.
No, I just assumed it was flour. Like one single flower.
No.
I love you so much. I love you so much. I give you a flower.
Just one. I picked it from the backyard, and it might be a weed, but here you go.
Can I have more glass?
Why, DK, do we have to double layer this?
Just temporary.
Because it seems very wasteful.
I'm not double layering. I'm just adding this one day lip, essentially.
No, this is definitely double layer. Maybe not.
No, I'm just adding a lip.
And does it have to go out so far? Like, this is going out really far.
All right, how's that?
Let me sleep real quick.
It's funny is I remember one person asking me if I got roses for my mom, and my always response is no because I love her. I would only buy her roses if I didn't love her.
What's
That
your
usually
problem with
confuses people.
What's your problem with roses?
My mom is deathly allergic to roses.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, it makes sense that you wouldn't get her a rose then.
But it's like whenever someone asks me, like, no, it's because I love her. I would
was
only
gonna
buy
say-
her roses if I didn't love her.
I get my mom roses, and she likes roses. But yeah, I could see somebody not wanting a rose if they're deathly allergic to roses. That's
Right, you don't. No.
that's understandable.
I was getting
Tickler
rid of
Man,
this. It's not
he's
necessary.
over here.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I got it.
I
You're
have
gonna
silk
recollect
touch.
it. Yeah, that's fair.
So DK, does it have to go out this far? Because like, and instead of these, we could just use the water as a wall.
If you can do that, that's
Okay,
fine.
cool. Then I'll just do this.
I just wanted you to visualize what I had in mind.
Can you? Can you go like in here, and like make the outline of the tunnel that you want? If I
Alright,
make
so
an
I
outline of
have
what you
how
want
many
in
trading
here.
stations? 2, 4, 5
Yes.
trading stations, and no gold to stock them with.
I'm gonna make
Big
you a
set.
door. Okay. I have acquired you breath. You can stand here. Mr. V is playing with things again.
I was gonna say, you just got loud.
Yeah. Where'd the doors go? Go through the doors.
Now you got quiet.
Oh, I'm quiet now?
Now we're in the middle.
Oh, now we're in the middle. Wow. Mr. V is playing with all the settings. What happened to some...
Rampage, can I have more glass?
Yeah, sure.
So Igamer is gonna have to go AFK at his gold
Let
farm
me know if you need more.
while
I will, but
doing
not right now.
homework.
Funny is, I hated homework so much at college.
It's bad.
It was nowhere near as bad as my elementary school. I think 4th grade,
What?
I had more homework than I was ever issued in college.
Why?
What?
Yeah, in 4th grade, I was issued so much homework, and it was always due the next day.
That's
I
how
would
most
start my
schools do
homework
homework.
I would start the schoolwork. I had 8 classes a day in 4th grade, and so I had 8 classes of homework due the next day.
I
And
mean,
generally,
that was middle school and high school for me.
no, that was elementary.
But we
Fourth
had
grade.
9 classes.
And I would start my homework as soon as I got home, and I would finish my homework around 2 o'clock in the morning.
I had 10
grade,
classes.
That's not good.
And I
because-
started at 2 a.m. and I finished at 1 a.m. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Mr. B just has to one-up you there.
What was crazy is that essentially we were given like multiple layers of essays in every class, but it's like none of the teachers knew what homework the other teachers were giving, and so
Got
they would issue out homework with the idea that only they were giving out homework.
Or not that they were only giving out homework, but that other teachers weren't giving as complicated of an assignment as they were, maybe.
Yeah, like my college.
I mean,
had
you
the
had
most
to have
lightest
you
homework
had to
load.
have an instinct that other teachers were giving homework. It's just a matter of, are other teachers giving homework as complicated as mine? And yeah,
Yeah.
that's
funny
why
is- yeah.
my high school. Oh, excuse me, yawns. My high school had like this thing in place that teachers, of course, didn't follow, but they were supposed to. That the school board put together. That was like, this department can't give more than X amount of minutes worth of homework a day, and each department had a limit on how much time students were supposed to be spending on their homework a day, so that, you know, like, teachers wouldn't overload kids with homework. But of course that didn't work. It was a good try, but it didn't work as planned because teachers just ignored it. Or they would say, well, this shouldn't take you over X amount of time to do, but of course it was like ridiculously hard, and they just, you know, didn't time it right.
Of course, in college, a lot of my multimedia classes generally involved modifying things on $500 worth of software. So, like, you really couldn't take that home.
I mean, you could now, but like now, I'm sure universities like that give you a school computer where you can, you know, like download the software onto it or have the software loaded onto it for you.
Yeah,
You know, that you could now
school
take
was
home, but
viciously against that.
yeah, but I mean, it wasn't as easy to do that either, I don't think.
Oh, here's the thing. So the networking majors, they were issued out their own hard drives.
With all of the stuff on it.
With multiple operating systems and everything, right?
Uh-huh.
So they could do whatever they needed for classwork.
Right.
We were not allowed that, and we were
Mm.
told not to save any files to the local drives.
Love that.
And if we wanted to back up things, we had to back them up on CDs.
I mean, I back up. I mean, I don't save anything really on my school's local drive. I save it all to my OneDrive account.
We had 8 gig media files.
Ooh. So there's like a full flash drive on one, filled up with one file.
Back then, flash drives were in megabytes.
Exactly.
And
Wow.
gigabyte ones were like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. Now you get a 2 terabyte external hard drive for like $50 or less.
And so we were told to use these CDs provided by the school, but the CDs also had a 33% failure rate in writing.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That's high.
Yeah. Um, they unfortunately bought CDs that didn't have labels on the top, so they were even more fragile, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But the other problem with that is just because we were working with After Effects.
I mean, yeah,
Which meant-
that's a big program.
Well, the thing is, like, which meant that a lot of our assets that we were building were video assets.
Right. So they take up gigs upon gigs of space.
And so we just kind of gave up on trying to back that up to CD because we'd have to like RAR that, right? And then
Right.
with the failure rate, you'd be spending hours, and like they wouldn't let you stay that late trying to back up that data.
Right.
And they said that we didn't need hard drives. So
I mean, as someone who does video projects for work, I use my hard drive and my Google Drive constantly to back things up and transfer things around. And,
yeah, this
like,
was
it's
back in like
necessary tool.
yeah. Of course, the internet was also unreliable because so I think Mr. B might get a laugh about this. They had all their network traffic directed to New York City, the headquarters of the college. And then from there, it was allowed to leave. So all the schools would network into each other to the headquarters, and then from the headquarters, get out into the internet. Do you know why that's really dumb?
Huh. That seems very dumb.
So what happens is networks at headquarters gets bogged down, which then slows everything else down. All right, so you can see our problem with all this. So one day, just before the final, which was us turning the entire project in, it was decided by Sergeant Silly Pants to come in and wipe all of the multimedia computers of all their files and all their software.
Why?
This was decided by Mr. Silly Pants that this would be a good idea. So every multimedia kid's projects were destroyed, except what they may have had backed up. And some of our backups that we had taken had also been wiped out or discovered not reliable, as the CDs had failed.
That's sad.
So the dean came in and told us it was our fault for not backing up our files properly.
Of course. As one does.
And that was a mistake. The multimedia students got very, very upset at the dean. And discovered what yeah. So our teacher was uncertain what to do. So he said, okay, you know what? Let's just all... I have the files for the project. We could just go off of that and complete the last part. I saw you all do that. So we were like, okay, that makes sense. Let's go do that. So we go load up one of those backups, but our software has been removed.
So you can't open it.
Yeah.
So
we all stare at each other and realize that there's nothing we can do, and we're just gonna have to call this one a loss. And
so would you all end up just having to redo it all?
no, we just stared at each other long into each other's eyes and took the A and just let it go.
Oh, so your teacher was just like, free A's!
Yeah, because there's really... nothing that could be done at that point.
I mean,
Like, should we be punished for the school's terrible mistake?
no, but at least your professor recognized that.
Yeah.
I mean, some professors would be like, well, redo it by tomorrow or you're all getting an F.
Well, the problem is, like, we couldn't have already done it because the school had actually wiped off the software that we needed.
Don't you
So we-
love schools?
Well, it's funny because our when we first started our first multimedia class, which involved 3D Max,
Mhm.
there was a licensing issue and the school couldn't get the software. So
Okay.
we all spent several weeks staring into each other's eyes every day.
Would you
as the
just
teacher-
learn how to use the software while not actually getting to practice with it? Was that the deal?
No. The teacher decided to have us start visualizing
Ah.
us modeling with paper.
So
Mm.
basically, staring into each other's souls and not doing a thing.
We would attempt to recreate these items that he'd bring up, and we try to redraw them from different angles and stuff.
I see. And how
it was
well
just-
did that go? Because
It was
I know I
very
would not do well in that because I can't draw for my life. If you told
It
me
was
draw a
just very
picture of, if you told me draw a picture of a clown, and if it's not good, then you're dead. I would be like, all right, I guess I need to go buy a coffin because I'm not drawing that clown.
Well, it's
not gonna
funny.
happen.
It's kind of funny. Is he had us try to draw up a futuristic weapon, right?
Oh dear.
And it's funny is he pulls up this gun that looks like it came from Unreal, right?
Okay.
And I looked at it and went, that upsets me.
What?
As someone who comes from a family that appreciates firearms, that thing doesn't like pass the smell test for what a firearm should be.
Doesn't pass the smell test. I like that.
It looked like something that wouldn't function at work.
Yeah. That definitely don't pass the smell test.
Like it looked like a bunch of nonsense that had been like wired together in some crazy insane thing. And it's like, I don't know, it weirdly put me off. I guess I prefer more realistic looking firearms, except maybe in certain situations, but like I'm a little picky in how they look. Okay, I'm very picky, so it was kind of hard for me. But well, I will excuse the school because buying licenses for 3D Max can be very annoying.
Licenses for a lot of softwares in mass quantities can be very annoying.
I believe the student version of that software was like $3,000 or something like that.
Jesus.
The non-student one at the time was $5,000.
And see, and this is why Igamer doesn't even pay for Photoshop and he does photography. I don't pay for Photoshop, I don't pay for Premiere, it's not worth my money when you can go get open source programs that do almost everything that those programs can do. And yeah.
The problem is I spent a tremendous amount of money and time learning the Adobe's kind of standard, so that's the only thing I have any kind of training and experience in.
So so for my photo editing, for the majority of it, I use GIMP.
Yeah, I made the
Which-
mistake of using that once.
It's a curve, but if you figure out what you're doing with it, it can work well.
I've never had it stay stable for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, it works fine for me.
Yeah,
Um,
well, I mean, the problem is I used it in the before times, and
yeah.
where in the before times, people would show it off on TV. There were actual TV shows. One was called G4,
Okay.
which was a tech channel,
Okay.
just covered tech, and
Gotcha.
they're like, "Let me show you this GIMP thing," and live on television, it crashed
Well.
every 3 minutes, roughly.
Nice.
To where the narrator cut the person off and said, "Let's move on." I swear that's exactly like that's how that line went. And that's basically what GIMP has been for me. It's never been stable enough to me to work on a project.
You should try it again and see what you think. Just once.
Because
I'm not saying you
had
have to switch back over to it, or switch
Well,
over to it.
I
I'm just
gave
saying
up
you
on
should.
Photoshop.
You should
I
see.
gave up on Photoshop as well.
How come? 'Cause
I use
Photoshop
Adobe
is like
Illustrator.
Photoshop is like industry standard for that kind of stuff.
Well, I have a really old copy of Adobe Illustrator, and I really like it.
Okay.
And Adobe Illustrator, the difference between it and Photoshop is Illustrator is it's not pixel based, it's not raster, it's vector.
Mm,
And vector is mathematically calculated,
right.
meaning that square that you've built can become infinitely sized. It never pixelizes.
Right.
And so I think you saw some of the art we were building for the Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Yeah.
I built all of that in Adobe Illustrator.
Yeah. So I use GIMP to do a lot of the, like, I guess the heavier edits of like things that, like need, I guess, like more refined tools or more advanced tools. And if I'm doing like a real quick job or whatever, I use paint.net.
I have used Paint, but it depresses my soul.
Well, that's why I don't use Paint. I use paint.net. It is an open source tool that you download from online. And it's basically Paint, but a little bit more advanced. It has some better features, and it also has the ability to add custom effects plugins. So, like, you can add green screen plugins and chroma key plugins and all sorts of different stuff to it. So I'll use a lot of that because I find it a little bit easier with the magic wand selector. I actually find sometimes to be a little bit more usable and manageable than GIMP's. So I will often use that as, like, I guess, like my magic wand selector to take out backgrounds, and then I'll do some heavy editing again.
It's funny is you can actually see something else I did with Adobe Illustrator. You remember the Polar's face? How I extracted that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Adobe Illustrator as well.
Okay.
Instead of a magic wand tool, I had Adobe Illustrator review the picture, turn them all into various, like, it looks at the picture and then converts it into various, like, shapes, but not physical shapes of, like, the actual picture. If you actually looked, it's like a combination of, like, hundreds of shades of, like, half circles and circles, right?
Gotcha.
And then I asked it to extrude it, and then I just removed the shades that were inconvenient. But what's kind of funny about that is I usually use that also when I'm gonna, like, build something based off of someone else's, like I'm using someone's art as a reference, because it's gonna machine learn that into, like, into basic shapes. And so while that object may have been used as a reference, it's no longer that object, essentially.
Right. So Rampage, remember that picture that I was showing you I was photo editing
Yes.
the other day?
Yeah.
And I think I showed you the final product I got out of the picture, right? Did I ever show you the final?
I don't think you did.
Okay. So I did it with a combination of GIMP and Paint.net. I used Paint.net to do a lot of the very big, basic stuff, and then I went into GIMP to do some of the more find like color corrections and that kind of thing.
So
And then
DK,
for-
the water wall should be done now, but I don't know
What?
if I can get them.
What kind of wall did you just say?
Water?
Water?
Yes, you know the thing that you.
Yes,
drained?
why?
Yeah, it's water.
Why? Why though? It's such a mess.
Yeah, the outside water I want to clean up. It shouldn't be too difficult.
Rampage made messy thing.
No, it was like this before.
Oh, okay. Why are there rampage heads here, and where did they come from?
I added some more.
Also, what's with the scaffolding bridge? Why?
It's an interesting effect.
Okay. And how is apricot bees, abracadabra bees, whatever we're calling it, how is it?
Apricot piece.
Why does this just say table, table, chair, 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 table, table, chair?
That's our tables and chairs.
Okay. Did you just get too lazy to build actual tables and chairs?
I
No,
don't
that's
know
just
what you
a
could
joke.
ever mean. I would
That's just a
never do
joke.
something like that. I would totally not do that just to say that I built the tables and chairs.
I see.
We're going to build them eventually.
Just not now.
Just not now.
Okay. I understand.
We're kind of leaving that as a joke, but hey,
And then
the
what are
elevators look really great.
what are the chests over here?
Hmm?
Oh, that's just decoration.
Oh, okay.
But it also is storing up extra resources for the
Okay.
builds.
Down only. Whee!
I'm so proud how these elevators work.
They're
Yeah,
bubble
you
elevators.
you can go up the down without flying, but you cannot go down the up without flying. I don't know why this matters.
I
but
just
it
like
does.
the whole idea of you not getting hurt.
Why can you go up?
I
and
don't
down?
know. But I don't know why it works, but it does.
It makes sense that you can't go down the up. No, it doesn't. What the heck am I saying? This makes no sense whatsoever.
That's funny.
So Rampage, do you want to see what I've done at my
Sure.
place?
Is it by your hole?
I'm talking more specifically about what I've done with the hole.
Okay. Because I know how to get over there.
Well, I'm at the top of the hole.
I still know how. Okay, wow. You have 4 arches, or 2 arches, depending on how you want to.
Technically, it's only 2.
Yeah, but I mean, it just depends on how you want to categorize them.
That's true.
And they're very large, and you're filling the entire thing with sea lanterns. Like all of the, like you're gonna go through and make all of this sea lanterns. It looks pretty good though.
Yeah, so there's no doubt about the arches. What I'm doubting is whether I put glass in between them.
Okay, look. I think it would look good, but if it ends up if you end up not liking it, it is going to be way more effort to get rid of.
My vote is no. I like them the way they are.
Okay.
I say that, but I'm watching this through Rampage's texture pack,
Uh-huh.
and it looks, the sky looks amazing.
Well,
Like-
I mean, there would be glass. You would still see the sky.
It would go all the way through?
glass.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it just would do. I think it's impressive the way it is.
If I go, I wonder if I still have rooms.
I
I
do
do-
want to finish the sea lanterns though because I
So
want
it
it to
would
light
be-
up at night.
It would be like this, but all the way through.
Yeah.
I do want some nice. I want it to light up and glow at night, which is why I'm going with the sea lanterns in the middle. Also, you forget I have a guardian farm. Sea lanterns are not
Yeah.
a problem for me.
It would be very annoying to make if you didn't have that.
Yeah. I mean, I literally built the guardian farm so I could use sea lanterns and prismarine on this build. So, yeah, but I'm gonna have to AFK at my gold farm now because I need gold, so then I can put the gold in the automatic piglin farm because I need quartz.
Really?
And Igamer's
Hmm.
cheap. So do you know what I'm using quartz for?
You're gonna make like all of this quartz, right?
The entire wall that's
Yeah.
currently natural is going to be quartzed.
Yeah.
It's going to be quartzed.
Yeah, that's not gonna take like any time at all.
No,
or be
not at
difficult at all. Not at all.
all. No, I don't foresee that being any problem.
No, it would never be a problem.
So, yeah, I feel like just some overnighting at the gold farm, followed by then an overnight or just a couple hours at the piglin thing would make things a lot easier per se than having to go and, well, mine all the quartz by hand.
That's a lot of quartz to mine by hand.
Or spend millions of dollars. Because it's millions of quartz blocks. And quartz blocks aren't even sold on shop. So, you'd have to buy the individual pieces of quartz.
Buy
which
sea
is-
lanterns from the shop.
You can't, but you're more than welcome to use my guardian farm.
Okay, because we're gonna need sea lanterns to make this work.
Rampage knows where my base is, and he also knows where my guardian farm is, so.
Yeah, I mean, I have a home in your house, so it's pretty easy for me to get there.
Why did you place a sign with a bunch of W's,
Hmm?
DK?
Yeah, I was getting pushed in.
Gotcha.
I was trying to push W, and I was being dragged against my will.
Gotcha. And then you accidentally typed it on a sign.
Yeah, that I had placed because, yeah.
Understood.
Hi, Rampage.
Hello.
So
Okay,
Igamer has
I'm once
3
again about
papers.
to be starving.
Hmm?
Igamer has 3 papers and a test this week. Not happening. Also, Rampage, do you need food?
Yeah.
Why don't you just ask Chris for some
Well,
pumpkin
that's
pie?
what I did.
Does Chris still
Right.
use his pumpkin pie, or has he changed to another food source?
He's predominantly doing bread and cookies now.
Why cookies?
Well,
I remember I bought all those cookies.
Oh, right.
Like, I guess I'll make some pumpkin pie.
I mean, that was just your staple on the last server, so.
Yeah, I just haven't I just haven't been taking the time to do that. I
I'll
don't
turn
have
it back
eggs.
to day in a second, but I'm turning it to night just to see what the sea lanterns look
Yeah,
like.
I can't make that because I don't have access to lots of eggs yet.
Let me.
This looks good at night.
Let me go over there.
Nice and lit up. I like it. It's neat. Flash day.
Oh.
Yeah. So unfortunately, the reason I had so many pumpkin pies was because I was given an infinite egg source.
Okay. By the way, I don't know how I went to take on me. I don't know how.
I don't either. I really don't.
Take me
I can't.
See, whenever I hear that song, all I think of is the Mine Diamonds parody.
Oh God.
That's all I think of.
I feel like me and Rampage have seen different things. I just remember like really weird music video.
Yeah. No.
You know, the kind of music video where you think whoever made it was having a fever dream.
Okay. No, that's kind of all music videos, though.
It is, though.
Music videos.
But, you know, more so, like, you're deeply worried. You're gonna, like, start calling the next of kin.
I just love the fact that when I was taught CPR for the first time, my instructor taught CPR. My instructor was great. She was fantastic. I loved her. But she taught us to do CPR, which is a common thing that's taught. But I don't like it because then I've heard students start doing it and it drives me nuts. You're taught to do CPR to this tune of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Because the amount of beats per minute in that song happens to be the amount, like, that rhythm keeps you on track for giving enough compressions in a minute. But I've literally heard students start singing Staying Alive to themselves while doing CPR practicals. And I'm like, stop now! I'm like, when you are saving somebody's dying relative, you are not going to sit in their living room singing Staying Alive while you're doing CPR.
Hey, you know what? If someone needs to sing that to save my life, go for it. You have my permission.
Yeah, honestly fair, though.
Yeah.
No.
As someone
if the choice is
might
someone
be
sings
dying,
that, or someone dies, you know, I'll go with someone sings that.
I also have to say that in situations like that, when families are hysterical as they are, the last thing they want is the person who's there to be a professional and save their relative's life break out into song while their relative is dying on the living room floor.
what that is that's the unprofessional professionalism.
Yeah, I guess.
So like the idea is like, oh, we don't want to offend the family, so we'll just let him die. You know, it's like.
But
the real professional is do whatever you need to keep that person alive.
I love the people who get mad when you break their relative's ribs in CPR, but then you actually revive them, and they're like, ew, you broke their ribs. And I'm like, oh, would you rather them be dead? You choose.
Yeah.
I loved CPR training. It was that was a good time. We had some laughs. My whole EMT course was just that was a fun time.
I brought you more bread.
Bread.
Whoa! I managed to accept your TPA twice. Wow. I'm finally getting rid of all of the leftover remnants of the framing from the TNT machine. Because I still haven't done that somehow. I don't know.
And one of these days, Rampage, I'm gonna have to cook those 10 billion potatoes that you made.
Are you saying that we need more potatoes?
No, we just need to actually.
I can acquire
I need
more
to. What I need to
potatoes.
do is I need to make I need to make an arc furnace to load potatoes into.
So, I was at my law enforcement school the other day, and I was messing around with the radios, and my one buddy was like into radio communications, like I am. He and I were trying to find a way on the cheap radios that well, the radios we have aren't cheap, but not public safety grade radios. We were trying to find a way to give like a talking tone so that when you go on the air, you could tell you were on the air. So like here, I'll show you what I mean. For example, I have my radio on my desk, right? When I key up to talk on my radio, it beeps at me. So I know I'm talking.
Yeah, like that.
Right. Okay. So we were trying to find a way on the radios we have in the classroom to get a tone like that so that the students who were training would know when they were talking. Because I have like an actual like retired law enforcement radio like that basically was just taken off of a squad. So it's, you know, meant to, it basically is what you would carry in real life. And the only tone that these radios had available, they had one that you could use, only one. And it's like, it's a stupid dial-up internet tone.
Perfect.
Like, I'm not even kidding. Every time you key up, it's like literally 5 seconds of a phone ringing combined with dial-up internet, and then you can talk.
Wow.
And I'm just like, why? Why? Like, can't 2 beeps like the one I just, like, how hard is that? 2 beeps.
It's very difficult, actually.
Just even one would be acceptable.
It's kind of funny is my little toy walkie-talkies
Yeah, they have better
had a
dial-up.
button.
Yeah.
Had an actual button that would make a beep sound to the other radios in the
No,
network.
that's common. It's like a call button. Yeah.
Well, no, it was meant to be used for sending Morse code between each other.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
So, because the walkie-talkies had a Morse code converter. Like it was basically a picture showing, you know, dot dash dot is A, or, you know, like blah blah blah, whatever.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Because a lot of radios have like a lot of commercial radios that you could use like in a business environment have a button on them, and you can program the sound they make. That's kind of like a call button. So let's say if you have to like put a broadcast out to employees or whatever, then you push it, and it will like, I guess, send out that tone, and then you can talk after the tone ends, so that like it basically is like, hey, everyone listen up. Like a lot of radios have that, but I have not ever owned a radio with a Morse code button.
Well, the idea was it would send a beep, and the beep would be as long as you held the button down.
Right. So then you could use it to make Morse. I mean, that's cool. Like that's a good idea.
This was a children's walkie-talkie.
I know, but even those are kind of fun sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I have how many radios do I own? 2, 4, 6. I own 7. 2 commercial grade Motorola's, 2 Chinese ultra high frequency commercial grade. They're not Chinese. Yeah, they are. They're Chinese. And then 2 Cobras, like, I don't know, low commercial grade. And then my big one. And when I say big one, it's big. It's like 2 pounds.
Because that's necessary.
Yes. It's, did I ever send a picture of it in voice chat for text users? I know I showed it to Rampage before. But I can't remember.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. I put a picture of it in voice chat for text users. Yeah, it's 100% necessary. I love it. It's great. It works very well, and it's very good for training purposes. I let people at my law enforcement school, when I go back and volunteer there, use it so that they can practice with real world materials. It's good. But no, when I say I have a friend who's very into radio communications, I mean we one time had a 2-hour-long phone conversation about radio regions and police departments in our county. That is literally all we talked about for 2 hours straight.
Wow.
Just different radio regions, how they functioned, and their pros and cons for every department and their radio frequency.
Hey guys,
Lovely
I'm out of here for tonight.
Bye, Mr. B. I'm gonna head
Bye,
out.
Mr. B.
I'm gonna head out soon anyway, because I gotta get 2 pages of this paper written. It's the last 2 pages, and it's a research paper, and it's boring. You know, it's really boring.
I'm going to send you something concerning.
Okay. I'm writing a 6 to 8 page research paper on gender roles and marriage in the 19th century about using a play.
What? Why?
Why? Because I have to.
Why?
Igamer doesn't want to, but he has to because English class sucks. This is the last time I'll ever have to take an English class, though. I have a writing class next semester, but I don't have an English class. They're different. Is that Ninja Turtle walkie-talkies?
What?
Yeah, I think this one didn't. This one was just for Morse code, and I think I'm confusing 2 different toys.
Okay.
I don't know what the other walkie-talkie was, but I know I had this.
I mean,
And I
that's kind of
realized it
cool,
taught
though,
Morse
because it
code.
teaches kids Morse code. Honestly, that's kind of neat.
Lol.
But generally, this isn't the other radio I was talking about.
It also looks old.
Oh yeah, like I had that. That was actually a toy I had as a kid.
Nice. I used to have those, Nice.
But this isn't what I had. But you see that red button on the front?
Yeah, that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah. So the idea is the side thing would be the talking thing, but the button would actually send a tone, and you could use that to send Morse code between the radios.
Gotcha. I had these. I think I still have them somewhere in my house. I don't think I ever got rid of them. It's just a matter of where they are. Yeah, I had these.
Oh, nice. Those are much nicer. I realized something. I cheated Rampage.
Also, you know Qui-Gon Jinn's communicator thing in the Phantom Menace?
No.
Yeah.
The thing he talks into when he's on Tatooine. Do you
Yeah,
know
it
what
looks like
that
a-
actually is?
It did not look like a communicator at all. Like something maybe more simple.
This is what it actually is.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. It has been confirmed by Lucasfilm that they literally very, very minorly altered a women's Gillette razor.
What?
And that's what he's talking into on set.
Bruh.
People said Phantom Menace didn't have a practical effects.
I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. That's how they made it. They literally just messed very slightly with a women's razor and was like, "Here, Liam Neeson, talk into this."
You remember the original Star Trek series?
No,
where
I've
the
never,
doctor.
I've never seen Star Trek.
So he would treat people. The doctor would treat people with a salt and pepper shaker.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to be really clever back then, you know?
Well, yes, we'll use some salt and pepper, and this will make everyone feel better.
Yeah. Oh, the viewer probably wouldn't notice, right? Well, I think we've managed to do a nice push into this, right?
Yeah.
And tomorrow we'll start. Sorry, next week we'll work on making this bigger and starting the maybe kidnapping Igamer
Okay.
and having him convert a bunch of blocks to air
Okay.
so that me and Rampage don't go insane.
Well, I mean, we can just use door.
I mean,
No. I'm gonna widen up the dome into a wider
okay.
area.
Yeah, and if you want to walk through it, then.
I'm only concerned of us going physically mad.
I see.
I don't want this to turn into a 50-part episode of DK and Rampage going mad. And Rampage just going, why did you do this, DK? Why did you do this, DK? And every episode would just be that. I'd be like, we have to go deeper. And Rampage's like, no.
No.
Well, I appreciate the sunscreen. It's gonna be strange to explain to my parents why I'm all of a sudden magically coming home from college with 5 new bottles of sunscreen with a brand that they've never heard of before in their life.
I'm very surprised because when I was younger, that was one of the more popular brands, and when I was older, it was definitely one of the more popular brands.
I mean, I'm
I guess
looking
maybe just
forward
here.
to now just having an infinite supply of sunscreen for summer camp this season because I always go through sunscreen. I am a fan of spray sunscreen, though. So a little.
I considered buying you some of that as well, but I decided against it.
But no, this is good because I use gel for my face. It's perfect. So
It also smells correctly.
Oh, it smells correctly. And
Yeah.
what smell is that? Does it smell nice and not like sunscreen, or does it still smell like sunscreen?
It smells like safety.
And what does safety smell like?
Yeah.
It's a very pleasant smell of
Why do I have an urge to now
this
open one of these
green
bottles
net
and smell it?
covering and keeping you safe.
I feel like
I'm pretty sure the quick gel.
Because DK seems very unsure of this.
Alright, I'm gonna open the quick dry and smell it. Alright. Hold on. Give me a second here. It smells like sunscreen. It literally smells like generic sunscreen. What I do like though is that it's not white, which means I'm not gonna look like a pale vampire when I put this on in the morning. No, it's clear.
Wow.
It's clear gel. It's not gonna make me look like a weird vampire when I put this on in the morning. I like that. Are they both like that, or is it just the quick dry that's clear?
I think the quick gel is like that because it's the frog. Well, the idea is it's the frog brand type stuff. I don't know about the other one though. I don't think I've used that.
Now I gotta find out. Let me open the other one.
Igamer unboxes sunscreen live on camera.
Alright, let me open this one. Yeah, no, the other stuff is most definitely very, very vibrant white. Okay. I'll still use it. I mean, all my other sunscreen right now is white except for my spray-on stuff, so that's fine.
Well,
Okay.
the gel isn't. The gel is what It's funny, when I was a kid, we had like 10,000 of these little samples.
Of it, yeah.
Yeah. And then
No, I
I
have a bunch
when
of
I got
samples.
older, I like started buying bottles of it just because when I used other suntan lotion, I burned. And when I used that stuff, I didn't. Generally
Well, I'm
because a lot
glad
of
to hear
suntan
that I
lotion
will
isn't
be.
actually waterproof.
I'm glad to hear that I will be well protected this summer, DK. All right, y'all. Are you guys ending your
yeah,
streams too at
probably.
this point? Okay.
It seems like a good point. Stop.
Rampage, let me know later if you're alive in case I need you for
I will let you
procrastination.
know. I will let you
Or
know.
even if I don't need you for procrastination, if I'm done with work, which I doubt.
I will let you know as soon as I know. How
Yeah,
about
no,
that?
that's acceptable. I'm also part of the reason why I was going to bed so early this weekend was because I was at home. So
Is that not
I
a
have.
problem anymore?
Well, I'm at school tonight
Yeah.
and tomorrow night, so no, not really.
Good.
But when I'm at home, it is because I get yelled at if I get a shower too late because it bothers my mom. So, I mean, I don't really blame her. My shower wall shares the wall with her bedroom, so it is kind of loud if I get a shower.
I
and
just
she's
saw a
sleeping
glow
there, but-
squid commit die, and I don't know how I
Dang.
feel about that.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to head out and try and get
Alright.
productive with English homework. Have a good night.
Have fun.
You
Goodbye.
too.
Bye. I'll either talk to you later, Rampage, or
Yep.
probably tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Nice.
Bye.
Bye, stream. Boink. All right. Stream ended. I'm out.
Alright, see ya.
See ya.
Oh well, I'm gonna go do my outro.
Okay.
Well, everybody, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please slap like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll be back next week. Probably doing more of the tunnel. And goodbye.